Okay. Quadratic functions and applications, day 3. Slowly building towards those applications. I know you are all so excited to hear and see those applications, but one more day before we get into them today. What we're going to do, think about it. I have given you the function before, and what you had to do is change that into vertex form to tell me all of the transformations and the vertex and the y-intercept and the x-intercept and all that other stuff. Today, I'm going to kind of work in reverse. I am going to give you the vertex. I'm going to give you the vertex. So notice, I'm giving you the vertex, and I'm giving you a point that goes through that parabola I'm asking you to write an equation. You should be saying to yourself, oh my goodness, this reminds me of writing equations of lines that I did so long ago. I know when I'm given the slope and a point, I plug it into y equals mx plus b, I solve for b, and I write my equation, right? So same deal. I'm going to take my point, but I'm going to also take my vertex, and I'm going to plug that into what is called vertex form. You saw it yesterday in action. Let's talk about what it is. Slope-intercept form, you should be saying to yourself, boom, it's got to be y equals mx plus b. Vertex form, this is going to be something that's brand new to all of you. Vertex form looks something like this. That should look very familiar to what we did yesterday. We had something out front, that negative, so there was a transformation. The H and the K, oh, I know those are how I represent my vertex. Vertex is always H comma K. So hopefully that makes sense. I know my vertex is HK. My point is XY. Can you tell me before we even start letter E, which variable are we going to have to solve for in this problem that we know nothing about? Hopefully, you're saying that it's A. So think, my vertex, I know my vertex is HK, so I got that. I know my point is XY. HK, XY, there you go. I have everything but A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my vertex form. I'm going to substitute everything that I know. I know Y is positive 1. I don't know what A is. I know X is positive 4. Minus H. H is 2, so I write minus 2. And then plus K, you could have put plus negative 1, but I know plus negative 1 is the same thing as minus 1. All right, very simple. Now just solve for A. So think 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 squared gives me 4, so I'm making that into a 4A. Now I know I got to solve for A, so I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I'm then going to divide both sides by 4 to get A is 1/2. 2 over 4 reduces to 1/2. So think, now I know what A is. I'm ready to write my function. Think about what we did before when we found B. Let's say B was 5 and our slope was 2. We wrote our function f of x equals 2x plus 5. The x and the y stay there. So think about this. I've used all of the information that I needed. I found what A is. I'm now ready to write my function in vertex form. So it should look something like this. Y equals, I tack on that 1/2 where A was. I write x minus 2 squared. And then I write minus 1, and look at that. That should look exactly like the vertex form that we did yesterday. Okay, so solve for A, then write your function. You know your function always has y's and x's in them, so write your function, kind of go from there. If you're ambitious, try letter F on your own. If you need to listen and follow along, great. I will absolutely do that for you. Kind of same deal, same rules apply. So, first thing, if you need to, label them HK, x and y. Please don't mix the two of them up. Points are always x and y, so please don't lose the fact that that's easy. Points are always x and y. Don't make them hk. Points are always xy. Okay? Then take your vertex form. There it is. Yes, you're going to need to know that formula, so you might want to write it down somewhere so you remember it. I'm not going to give it to you. Plug in the information that you know. I showed it to you. -3 minus a -1 squared. Think about that. I know minus and negative is plus, so I do -3 plus 1. I got -2. -2 squared is +4. Tack on that -5. Think, solve for a. Add 5 to both sides. Divide by 4. You get a is 3. And therefore your function should look like this. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Hopefully. And it looks like that's pretty much all we're going to get into today. So writing quadratic equations, remember vertex form. There it is at the top. Solve for a. Write your function. Voila.